All right, let's talk about civility. When we're talking about civility, we're talking about showing respect even when disagreeing with someone. The internet, of course, is a repository of incivility. This occurs on both the political left and the political right, but studies have actually shown, at least recently, that it is more prevalent by far on the right. In a previous YouTube video that I posted, I received a number of comments. One of the comments accused me of being brainless. A second one said, "What planet are you from?" A third one said, "Are you special needs person? I'm serious." Those kinds of comments were not followed by any kind of argument, no logic, no evidence. They were just meant as personal character assassinations. Pretty much pointless. Christine Porath wrote a book called Mastering Civility. And what she found in her extensive survey of employees at various businesses is that workplace incivility is rampant, and that at least 80% of those who responded to her survey felt that incivility was so troublesome that it caused a decrease in their productivity at work and caused at least 50% of them to think about getting a different job. So this is a serious problem. Now, I want you to understand here, I can be a very blunt person. It's pretty obvious from the title of a book that I just wrote and published. I called it Willful Ignorance and Stupid Political Decisions. That's blunt talk. But does it qualify as name-calling? And is it incivility? Well, let's make some definitions here and clarify things. Name-calling is defined by Merriam-Webster's dictionary, and this is a direct quote. The use of offensive names, especially to win an argument, or to induce rejection or condemnation as of a person or project, and here's the important part, without objective consideration of the facts. That's the really critical aspect of name-calling. So it's not just that you are, for instance, calling someone a liar. Example might be Donald Trump, who has told at least 120,000 lies. I've recorded that extensively in previous YouTube videos and also on a number of essays on Daily Kos, and explained how that number makes sense. You could accuse somebody of being a fraud. Trump, again, would be a good example. He was found guilty of fraud for Trump University. You could call somebody a felon. Again, you could say that's Trump that qualifies, because there have been 34 convictions of Trump on felony charges. If a witness in a court case lies on the witness stand, we call it perjury and a crime, but we don't call it name-calling. So the important factor here is, do you have the facts to support the allegations that you make, even though it may be unflattering to a particular person? Insults, such as the ones that I articulated above about a previous YouTube video that I did, make no attempt to make an argument and no attempt to use evidence. Now, please understand, I enjoy a robust rhetorical rumble. I was a champion college debater. I was an award-winning college debate coach. I spent 47 years as a college professor teaching more than 25,000 students, primarily in classes such as argumentation and persuasion, and I published a number of books on the subject. So I'm not dissuading anybody from becoming engaged in argument and persuasion. I'm not even saying that you shouldn't, in fact, accuse someone of being, for instance, ignorant, if they are, in fact, ignorant on a particular subject, or making a stupid decision if logic and evidence seems to indicate that to be true. That's not name-calling, right? Because it's based on evidence and on the facts. So I do not advocate what Michelle Obama said, I think mistakenly, in 2016, when she said, "When they go low, we go high." I think subsequently she changed her mind because she gave a brilliant speech in 2024 in October during the campaign where she seemed to come out firing. And I didn't see her going high. I saw her going, I'll meet fire with fire. And I thought it was a brilliant speech. Let's take Gavin Newsom as an example. He has recently become a notoriety. And he's become a notoriety because he has seemed to go after Trump by using the same rhetorical tactics that Trump uses. So he posts on social media messages in refutation to Trump in all cap letters, so it comes off as like shouting. He uses some of the phrases that Trump uses. But here's the difference. And this is a response that explains the difference by one of Newsom's spokespeople. This is a direct quote. While the Trump administration uses these tactics, the ones I've identified, to demean and belittle the powerless, Gavin Newsom is using them to stand up to the powerful and call out the authoritarian methods of the current White House occupant. So here's my rule of thumb. Don't attack the person, attack the argument, unless the person, for example, their character, is in fact the argument. And in that case, fight fire with fire. So if you like this video, please indicate by liking it and subscribing. And I would appreciate that. It would encourage me to continue doing more of these. Thank you.